This is the recording of my first learner who is in grade 6.
God Helps Those Who Help Themselves by Anita A. Bagabaldo. Ching and Lou were brothers. They lived in a 4-story building with many other families. One early dawn in August 1968, the brothers were fall asleep in their room. Suddenly, they were awakened by the strong shaking of the building. Both brothers knew instantly that there was a strong earthquake. In a second, they found themselves buried under tons of bricks, cement, and wood. Ching and Lou could hardly move. "Come, Lou," Ching said. "Let us try to get out." "How can I when I can hardly move?" whispered Lou. "Try, dear brother, and pray," Ching said. But Lou didn't move. On the other hand, Ching tried to get out of the mounds of rocks and wood. He prayed to God to help. Later, he touched the side of wall. He got a piece of rock and tried to pound on it with all his might. "A miracle!" cried Ching as he heard someone pounding outside the wall. "They heard me at last. I'll be saved." After long hours of waiting, Ching saw a hook on the wall. Soon he felt strong hands drawing him out of the wall. Ching was saved, but Lou could not save anymore. Help came too late for Lou. He died along with hundreds of people who were in the building by the strong quake. That August dawn, many people were saved like Ching. They believed that God would not forsake them if they helped themselves. God helped them in time too. They lived in a 4-story building with many other families.
The learner pronounced lived as lib and omitted a.
One early dawn in August 1968, the brothers were fall asleep in their room.
The learner mispronounced dawn as down.
Suddenly, they were awakened by the strong shaking of the building.
The learner mispronounced awakened as a friend.
Both brothers knew instantly that there was a strong earthquake.
The learner mispronounced both as bought, instantly as instantly, and then repeated pronouncing it as stantly, making her unsuccessful in correcting herself, and mispronounced strong as str, but then successfully pronounced it right on her second try of reading the word.
In a second, they found themselves buried under tons of bricks, cement, and wood.
The learner mispronounced buried as bird.
But Lou didn't move.
The learner did a shortcut in pronouncing the phrase did not and read it as didn't.
On the other hand, Ching tried to get out of the mounds of rocks and wood.
The learner omitted the article the and added s to the word other, but then later successfully corrected herself.
Later, he touched the side of wall.
The learner omitted the word a.
"A miracle!" cried Ching as he heard someone pounding outside the wall.
The learner mispronounced heard as her.
"They heard me at last."
The learner again mispronounced heard, but this time pronounced it as heard.
He died along with hundreds of people who were in the building by the strong quake. That August dawn,
The learner mispronounced buried as bird and dawn as down.
many people were saved
The learner pronounced saved as save.
like Ching. They believed that God would not forsake them if they helped themselves.
The learner mispronounced would as would and helped as help.
God help them in trying to.
The learner mispronounced the word indeed at first as tin but then later successfully corrected herself.